Not me being muted this whole time, y'all. That was crazy. I can't believe I was muted the whole entire time. Yeah, I was muted. This is hilarious. Okay. Essentially, what I was saying is I'm going to be pulling my card for Tarot Readathon and then picking a book. I know. Good morning. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome back, honestly. What I was saying is if you're here, drop what you're reading, drop your tarot that you picked for the day, drop your team, let us know. Like, let's get going. It's a beautiful day. I was essentially just saying the weather outside is weathering, you know? I feel like this past week it's been really gloomy in the mornings, but like it is 9:02 a.m. in California and the sun is shining, so I'm feeling good about that. So yeah, let me go back to what I was saying when I was muted. I was essentially just saying that I'm going to be pulling my tarot card for my next book pick, and maybe you guys can help me pick my book. We'll see. I have literally zero thoughts about what I want to read next, so I don't want to say I'm going to need some help, but I am probably going to need some help. I want to pull up the like big Google Doc that has all the tarot cards and what they are for themes. Okay, cool. I've got the doc right here. Great, amazing. How are we all doing? Okay. Reading out on a limb for read a book with a nurturing or caring character, or a book that explores motherhood. Out on a limb. I want to read that so bad. Ugh. Anyway, good morning. How are you? Good morning. The weather has been nice this week, and we're sticking to it, okay? I'm reading Rising by Nellie Nicole. Would highly recommend. Tell us, Brooke, what's it about? What's going on? Hello. Good morning. My bad, my card is Queen of Pentacles. Was that like just your pull for today, or was that your next book pull? Mine was Queen of Pentacles last time. So there you go. I'm reading the reappearance of Rachel Price for the World Prompt, Team Swords. I love to see it. Welcome. I'm in the middle of 4 books. 4 books! What are the options? What are the options? Let us know. Still reading The Worst Oak in London. What percentage did you get to, Liz, from last night? What did you get to? Did you continue reading? Or no? Currently reading Queen of Teeth by Haley Piper. This sounds fun. I don't know what this is, but it sounds fun. Is it a horror or historical figure? Let us know. Okay, I'm gonna do a little shuffling here. Okay. So moist. So moist. Just gonna be putting my intentions into these cards. If you weren't with us last time, aka a few days ago, I'm using the Tarot of the Divine, which is basically just a tarot deck that is about different myths, folklore, legends, fairy tales from around the world. The artwork on these is so stunning. And what I found is that this deck is very blunt. Okay, it's not cute and fuzzy. All right, they tell you how it is. My tarot reading pull for the month was like betrayal, deception, disgrace. And what I found is that particular thing has actually happened already. So my tarot has existed. Ooh, some cards fell out here. Okay. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, so 3 cards fell out here. I have Judgment, which I don't know if I want to go with that one, because I feel like it's going to be like read about something political, and I'll be like, no. The other one is 2 of Cups, which I'm like, gorgeous. Who are you? Stunning. And then the other one is 3 of Cups. Okay. 3 of Cups. So since I technically have 3 that fell out. Why don't you guys tell me which one I should pick? And let me know. I'm like kind of leaning towards this one, the Two of Cups. Just because I'm like really into this satyr guy going on here. And like the details are really cool. And this one, don't look at my cuticles, Jesus. Jesus. I just think he's cute. Like, look at him. But I could also be convinced to go with this one. You know, really the world is my oyster here. Let me know which ones you guys think I should pick. I didn't read much after spring, so I'm at 25%. I love to see it. I'm reading it on my Kindle, and I'm a slow reader. That's okay. I'm a slow reader too, apparently. Bless you, Monique. Hello. Ooh. Hello, Jesslyn. Reading Serpentine Valentine by Gianna Darling. Okay, how's that going? Are you liking it? Y'all are really something, being in the middle of 4 books. How does it feel to be better than everybody else? How does it feel? I pulled a bunch of cards in the beginning of the month for my TBR, so I'm working on Queen of Pentacles. Hopefully I can finish it today. Okay, so this is what you mentioned last time, because I was wondering if you just pulled it again. And I was like, Queen of Pentacles is your girl, you know? I know I'm Chaos. I'm reading Dishonestly Yours, Crossroads, Unseelie, and Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home. Okay. So which one are you leaning towards? I just got the old version of Magnolia Parks in the mail, and I'm so happy to start it, even though, you know, everybody is saying that that series kind of went downhill after a couple of books. I guess I could pull some cards today since only one of the books is for tarot. There you go. Judgment is read a book you started and never finished or DNF'd. How did I know I didn't want to use that card? How did I know that I didn't want to use that card? It's a post-apocalyptic book where people's DNA changes and they get powers. Undead attacks are increasing and they have to figure out how to protect their compound. Got it from Satisfaction Book Box. It's giving. Oh, not Walking Dead, but The Last of Us. Two of Cups is cute. Three of Cups is a book about friendship. I have that one too. Thinking of reading a friends to lovers romance for it. Keeping 13. Okay. Friendship. I don't know if I'm like into friendship. Let's see. The Two of Cups is read a book to read that explores the theme of partnership or the power of two. Okay, so I can go with reading a book that I started and never finished. I can go with a book about friendship, or I can go with a book about partnership. Should I just do the DNF one, guys? Should I just do that one? I feel like I have so many of those. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. Okay. I know, but also like our kind of like specialty for my team, I mean our team, I guess, is that we can read a romance at any time, essentially. So I'm like, I feel like that's kind of cheating. Not cheating, but like, you know what I mean? Like I can already do that. And I'm like, should I just challenge myself? Or I'm thinking Unseelie because I've been excited about this book. It's on my TBR for Disability Pride, but oh, I feel like I have that one. Or maybe it's like, where is it? 'Cause I know I've seen it. I feel like that's the one that always has the covers from that one artist. Hey everyone, I'm not following the readathon, but I'm here for the vibes. I'm reading I Married a Mothman by Regine Abel. I love to see it. Yes. Stunning. Well, I do have this bag of books that I could pull something from here. Potentially. This is so funny. Like I swear I buy stuff and I forget that I buy it. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. That's a crazy person. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna give us some options. And then based on what book we want to pick, that's the card we'll pick. How about that? That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling in my bones. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm looking to see. This is fun. I forgot I had these books. Okay. I'm kind of leaning towards this one. Your Blood, My Bones. Have you guys seen this one? I know you have. This one is, I mean, should I read it? Should I just read it and tell you? Yeah. Yes. Okay. 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 Hold on. I'm going to do a summary. I don't want to read the whole thing. Okay. This one. Your Blood, My Bones. Okay. It's essentially about this girl who inherits this farm, right? And she inherits it obviously because her parents have died. Duh. So she's going to burn this farm down to the ground because she's like, I hate everything about it. I don't want to be any part of this. In the basement, okay, she finds a boy, a man, a young man, strung up, left for dead. Okay. Fast forward to what has happened to this guy. He's apparently suffered like hundreds of ritualistic deaths. Okay. So there's a little bit of magic in here. He's tied to the family house. So, like, the only way he can survive is if he kills the main character, the girl in here. Perhaps there's a little bit of a romance, something, and the plot thickens. I don't know, it's giving fun. I feel like we should do it. And it's not that long. It's like 350 pages because it's a little YA fast one. Ooh, should I do this one? Should I do the exploring partnership? Friends? Do we think it's friends? I have no idea, literally. I too like the cover. I had never heard of it until someone else had told me to read it, and that's why I picked it up from Barnes & Noble. So, hello, Sammy. Team Swords. Hiya. How are you? I'll be starting Honey and Spice. I think I want to read this one and just see what it is. And then I'll apply it to whichever. I'll apply it to whichever one it applies to. This is by the same I think it's the same author from The Whispering Dark, which I think a lot of you guys have heard of or read. So I think that's what I'm leaning towards. Okay, cool, great. Oh yeah, it literally says author of The Whispering Dark. So there you go. It seems fun. Okay, I've got that one. Other ones I can go ahead and show you. Heaven Breaker. Have you guys seen this one? Little fantasy. Also, I love look at her. Barnes & Noble is really getting into their bag for sprayed edges. Like, y'all are ridiculous. Special edition who? You know? Like, who do you think you are? This one's like a revenge fantasy. About like it's like a bastard daughter essentially. And this one is interesting because it's like machines and fantasy. So they have these like machines that you can pilot, um, that are called like heaven breakers, I guess, or a heaven breaker. And it's like all these machines that have been left after a war, right? And so this girl is like the one person who can, of course, like, pick me, choose me, chosen one trope. She's the one who can like apparently ride in this machine. It also has like some space in it. Not anymore. There's something in the machine with me, something horrifying, something more, and it won't be stopped. It's giving like AI, sci-fi, futuristic, apocalyptic because it's after a war. Okay. So, are you telling me that you've already read this? Tell me, was it good? I see you're excited. So let me know because this one I read this and or like the little blurb about it and I was like, "Ooh, it's giving full metal." So, save Heaven Breaker for if you get the chosen one trope card. Okay. All right. It's giving Two of Cups, Light Seer Terror has the same hands intertwined like that. Hmm. So maybe I'll be reading for Two of Cups. I haven't, but I want to read it. Yeah, it sounds so good. Like I was just like casually, I think I saw the sprayed edges, and then I was like, let me just, and then I was like, ooh, I don't know if this is gonna be a fun fantasy. Like, you know how sometimes you pick up a book and you're like, the sprayed edges are giving so that the book is not actually that good. Like, I don't know. But then I started reading like the first couple pages, and I was like, hold on, I'll show you guys. La 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 la. It's giving like this for the chapters. And I was like, ooh, she's intelligent. You know what I mean? Like, not to like give away any spoilers, but it's just fun, okay? I feel like this is a fun one. So that's my other option. I just pulled the Lovers perfect card. Also pulled the Knight of Wands. I'll love to see it. What are you going to be reading for those? Or was one of them just like your daily pull? You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I'm into those two. The other one I have is this other sprayed edges one because I just went, fun with the sprayed edges. This one is more of like a, first of all, here's the cover, okay? The Deer and the Dragon by Piper CJ. Um, from what I can tell, this one's like she like calls for help. She can see angels and demons. She's like calling for help, and it says the deities you call aren't always the ones who answer. There's a dark and haunting entity who's been with Marlowe her entire life. At least she believes that's all he is until a fae from the Nordic pantheon strolls into her life and informs her that she's been sharing a bed with the Prince of Hell. Stunning. The prince who's now gone missing. Before she knows it, Marlowe is deeply entangled in a centuries-old war, stumbling straight into a battleground between mighty beings of myth and legend from powerful pantheons around the world. And who will come out on top may just depend on her and the love that she's dared to believe in. This one sounds good. I don't know. So this one was reminding me of Belladonna. Yeah, the adult version of Belladonna. So that's what this one was giving. And I was like, all right. And also, I don't know, there's something about when a book has this kind of stuff in the front. Like when you give me a pronunciation guide and a character playlist, I'm like, it's getting serious. You know what I mean? Also, I really liked the dedication. Okay. It says to queer women everywhere who ended up in relationships with men as ongoing proof that who we love is not a choice. That was cute. I like it. Picasso. So not sure what I'm gonna use for the Knight of Wands, but I have a lot of fantasy on my TBR this month. Same. That's me. I have the audiobook too. There you go. You should definitely do audio. I feel like that is the way, the will, and life, you know? Is easiest way to consume. Okay, so guys, what do we think? Your blood, my bones? Heaven breaker? I'm gonna make these work for the prompts. You guys know I will. The deer and the dragon. I'm gonna take the sticker off. This is so annoying. Barnes and Noble, you love your stickers, don't you? You love your stickers. That was actually seamless. The way that just came off. Good for you. Good for you being him. Okay. Your blood, my bones. Should we just see what it's all about? I mean, it just seems fun. And then I can tell you guys if it's good. I'm just like so curious because the premise of this does not seem YA. And like her other book, The Whispering Dark, wasn't that like literally like a dark, you know what I mean? Like, wasn't that one crazy? Anyway, says it's a horror fantasy. See, that's what I'm saying. I told y'all I'm getting more into horror. I think horror fantasy might be my genre, okay? And also it's a YA. I feel like it'll be fun. I don't know. Like it might be a fun time. Let's just try it. I'll try it. All right, that's the one I'm gonna go with. We'll do Two of Cups, which is the one that I wanted to go with anyway. See, y'all don't steer me wrong. You do not steer me wrong. All right, so officially Two of Cups. Here we go. Ah, they're cute. Oh God. Come on. Basically the same thing. Stunning. Let's do it. All right, Your Blood, My Bones. That's my pick. That's my pick, babes. That's my pick. All right, so it's 9:23. Let's go ahead and get into a sprinty poo. Why not? I'm gonna sprint until the top of the hour. I was saying last time that I don't want to do hour-long sprints in the morning because I will just zone out essentially if you give me too much time. So it's 9:24 a.m. PST. We're gonna read until 10 o'clock a.m., which will give us like 36 minutes. Okay, guys. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hello, babes. How are we? We're back. Let me go close this door really quick. 1 second. Okay. How do we do? How was the reading? I got to page 22. Yes, I did. Sure did. Of Your Blood, My Bones. I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of what's happening because I'm interested. I am feeling it. Okay. It's giving witches and like vampire vibes. Like it's giving magic. It's giving like sacrificial, like Wiccan stuff. Like it's very interesting. So I'm definitely hooked. I'm having a great time. And yeah, really excited to see where it's going, but I didn't get that far. So it is what it is. I'm gonna start The Deer and the Dragon. The synopsis on the back of the book sounds intriguing. I am excited for you. So does that mean it's on Kindle? Does that mean this book's on Kindle and I just bought it because it looked fun? Let me know. Hello, hello. How are we? Trying to finish 2 ebooks today and an audiobook for the summer romance challenge before Monday. Okay, you've got time. You've got time. It's Thursday. You've got a lot of time. I already finished 2 books for the tarot challenge, but it was hard to find books. 72% into You Had Your Chance by Lee Burrows by Piper Rain. And listening to The Dark King. How are you liking it? Hello, babes. Read 36 pages. I love to see it. I'm on page 32 of Deer and the Dragon. I got to page 280 and Out on a Limb. How are we liking our books, guys? How are we liking them? Got 18% into my read for fall challenge. Okay. I love to see it. I'm not sure if it's on Kindle. I got it the last time I went to the library. The cover and sprayed edges made me pick it up. Oh, wow. So we were basically on the same wavelength. I love that. I read 20 pages. Any fantasy books you would recommend that is good for someone who is new to the genre? Oh, Tessa. Oh, Tessa, my love. Please tell me a little bit about your reading tastes, okay? Do you like YA, new adult? Do you like adult? Do you like romance? Do you not like romance? Are you a plot reader? Are you a character reader? Do you like world building? Do you like magic systems? Tell me a little bit about your reading tastes currently. Are you a romance girly? I can give you some fan row to start with. How do you feel about monsters? I can give you some fantasy monster romances. If you want to start off, kind of chill, I can give you some YA fantasy to start off with, just to kind of dip your toes in. How do you feel about mythology? I could give you some mythology recs. Give me a little something for you. Give me a little something, and then we'll go from there. Let me check if it's on Libby. I mean, KU. I don't know why it's just giving KU for some reason. I don't know, but it is like a Bloom book. So that's traditionally published now. I don't know, but the cover's looking cool. I like her. I like her a lot. Out on a Limb is cute. I'll probably end up giving it 4 stars. That's great. I love a fae romance. Me too. It's because like the fae are so like they can be anything. Anything you set your mind to. That's why fae are cool. Like a vampire, you already kind of have an idea of what a vampire is. Same thing with like werewolves, shifters, things like that. Fae, it's like the world's your oyster, baby. Unless you go like traditional fae, and then it's like fairies, like that kind of thing, like more Cruel Prince fae, right? I mostly read horror, magical realism, and romance. I usually gravitate towards new adult and adult books, but I read YA sometimes. Okay. Oh my gosh, excuse me. I did not mean to yawn. My bad. Okay. A Fate Inked in Blood by Daniel L. Jensen is a good beginner fantasy romance, I think. Powerless by Lauren Roberts or Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Unsealed is good so far. I like how some of her thoughts, she's explained how she feels about her disability. Yeah, I like books like this too. I need to pick this up. The audiobook is unfortunate though for A Fate Inked in Blood. So if you like horror fantasy, and you want a starter, you like new adult, and you're a romance reader. All right. All right. There's a series. There's a series that you're either going to love or you're going to hate. I'm going to give it to you. Do with it what you will. Okay. It's a true bully romance. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. Y'all already know what I'm going to say. It's a true bully romance. You have to get into like 3 of the books before any like actual cute romance stuff happens. Unfortunately, this is my personality. I love bully romances. So, Zodiac Academy. Okay. Zodiac Academy. You already knew. You already knew, Joe. Zodiac Academy. Great starter fantasy. It's got like all of the fantasy elements, right? With also having romance in there. Very fun. That's gonna be my first one I'm gonna say. My second one I'm gonna say is Bridge Kingdom, also by Danielle, but smaller. A smaller book than A Fate Inked in Blood. Okay. Bridge Kingdom. That's a fun time. That's a fun time. Okay. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Okay. So then if you kind of want to go like more, I would say if you kind of want to go like more in the world of like new adult, right? With like real world type stuff. So like set in like North Carolina. You could do this one called Legendborn. You guys already know. We're going with tried and true here. Legendborn. That's a good one. And then, what's another good starter? Because we don't want too much world building. Another banger that was like a magical realism. Doesn't really have like a ton of romance in it, but I really enjoyed it. It's the Inheritance of Orchidea Divina. Zoraida, who is the author of that one, she also has another fantasy series about witches that is really good. It's the Bruja, like witch series. But Orchidea is very good. I like that one. And that's also like family ties, familial magic, witchcraft in that way. I feel like that's a good starter for you. Other than that, other than that, other than that, if you're looking for like fantasy with romance, I would start with those. I would start with those. Now, if you want ones with like no fantasy, let me know. I can give you some. Black Sun was really good, but there's not any romance in there. And this one is hard if you're not a fantasy reader. It's hard to get into. You have to read like 40% of it and then things start to make sense. But it is a really good book. I really love this one. Fantasy that stands alone, you should read oh my god, what's it called? Sword of Kaigen. That is one of my favorite standalone fantasy books of all time. Yeah, made me cry, you know. Christine, can you give me an art heist wreck? The mood has just struck. You know what? I just got this book that's a heist book. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be good, but like I'm going to put it on your radar because you might like it. It's giving like science fiction though. So Yeah, okay, so this is the book. It's called No Coincidence. Like, come on. This is just cool looking, right? So this is what got me. It's in a neon-drenched night city, a ragtag group of strangers have just pulled off a daring heist on a Militech convoy transporting a mysterious container. What do each of them have in common? Good old-fashioned blackmail, forced to do the job. They have no idea how far their employer's reach goes, or what mysterious objects the container holds. Basically, it's just like giving all the characters, da, 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 da. They must overcome their differences and work together. At least their secrets come to light so that they can pull off this deadly heist. This was the other book I was going to try and fit for one of the tarot cards, but obviously none of them were like heist books. But yeah, this one might, strike your fancy. I don't know if it's going to be about art, but it might be a fun time. I don't know. Take a look. Yeah, Bridge Kingdom. Oh, stunning. Yeah. There is not a romance in Sword of Kaigen. This one is the premise of Sword of Kaigen is there's this woman who is a master swordsman, and she has put aside being that version of herself because she is now married and has a kid. And in this world, it's like women have to make a choice, right? They have to either like be one thing or the other. They can't be like a master swordsman and a mother, like crazy. But then, their tiny little village, I guess, gets threatened by an outside invasion, like an invasion force, and she has to basically like pick up the sword to defend their home. And yeah, it's a very good book. It's a standalone. It's all about like her and her identity and kind of like becoming like when I say master swordsman, I'm talking like she's like hacking people down. Like she is like better than her husband at wielding a sword, but like she can't be better than him, so she has to like put it down. Um and it's just very good. It's also about motherhood, like but not like in a, she's having a baby right now motherhood. Like her kids are already she already had her kids. So like they're like, you know, children. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely about identity and like this like invade this threat looming, okay? And the fact that like she has to pick up the sword and also, you know, be that person again. Be a killer again. Also to add to Phoenix King, it's a slow burn forbidden romance. There we go. Really good as well. I'd recommend that one. It is long though. Yeah, I was trying to go for like not as long ones for the fantasy rec for Tessa, but I heard that Dragon Fruit by Micah Lucier is really good and underrated. Is this the writer? I feel like I read. Oh, what was it? It was another standalone, I think. I read it for NetGalley like years and years ago. Let me look this up because it's gonna bother me. I feel like I read another book by Micah Lucier, and I did not like it. I was like, this is boring. It's not making sense, babes. It's not making sense. I'm really picky about yeah, Year of the Reaper. Oh no. This was a bad book. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Ooh. Yeah. Year of the Reaper? No. But maybe Dragon Fruit is good. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, see, this is the thing. The cover got me on Year of the Reaper. Now, am I going to say that I thought it was a woman on the cover? Yes, and it's not. It's a man, so that kind of was annoying. But let's see. Dragon Fruit is a dazzling romantic fantasy inspired by Pacific Island mythology. Um, the egg of a sea dragon, dragon fruit, holds within it the power to undo a person's greatest sorrow, an unwanted marriage, a painful illness, an unpaid debt gone. But as with all things that promise the moon and the stars and offer hope when hope is gone, the tale comes with a warning. Everything demands a price. Da, 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 da. Mm, mhm, mhm, mhm. Mm, mhm, mhm. Mm. Okay. So essentially, our main character, Hanale, her father steals a dragon egg. She essentially starts studying dragons, sea dragons, to like know more about it. And then she has like an encounter with a female dragon that offers her what she desires most. Fast forward to Sam, who is the other side of this relationship, the last remaining prince of Tamarind, but the island is a matriarchal society, so he can never inherit the throne. He's got to marry somebody. He's going to be in an arranged marriage with Hanale. And then, you know, not the only one searching for the dragon fruit. And as the battle, enemies both near and far. Oh, as they. There's another danger that cannot escape, that of the dragon fruit itself. So it's like all about. I think this might be better than Year of the Reaper, because Year of the Reaper was very much like based off of, not based off of, I guess, but it was like set in like Arthurian sort of. It was like an Arthurian fantasy, but not based off mythology. So like it was like sword fighting with knights and stuff, but it just didn't make sense. Okay. And I just didn't like it. I don't like it when the plot doesn't plot. So what I was saying last sprints, a few days ago, I'm like really picky with fantasy books because it has to have like good stuff in all the categories for me to be like, oh, it's a 5 star, Because I'm not like, I am a character reader. I give grace if the characters are good. But in my fantasy books, if the plot doesn't plot, like the magic system doesn't make sense, world building doesn't make sense, characters aren't good, I'm like, no. Like it has to have all of it to be a 5 star. You know what I mean? Whereas in a romance, you can have a crappy plot, but like if the romance is cute, I'll be like 5 stars, baby. So that's kind of how my fantasy tastes. Like I've realized that's how I am with fantasy books. I know some people are more plot driven and some people are more character driven. But for me, in fantasy books, it has to have all of it for it to be good. So, yeah, when I give you guys those recs, that's where I'm coming from. Gonna add it to my reads. Reminds me of Blue Samurai. Yes, it's very good. It is so good. It was my favorite book of 2022, I believe. And everyone I know who reads it loves it. It is it is so good, y'all. Um, do we need another fantasy standalone or are we good? Is that it? Is that what's going on? I feel like we're just gonna stick with that one for now. Um, but yeah, okay. I'm feeling good. Love doing Rex. It's waking me up. It's giving me life. It's 10:19 a.m. PST. We're gonna go up to the top of the hour. You guys know I'm doing like a 40-ish minute sprint. So this is the perfect time for us to get back into reading. So yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. Happy reading. Hello, babes. Welcome back. Welcome back. How was the sprint? 90% and going to refill my water bottle. Love that. You're almost done. No coincidence sounds baddie. Okay. Just popping in to let you know I received my book. You're welcome, Angie. Thanks for being a patron, bud. Done. Okay, so you finished it. Love that. Returning to chapter 6 of The Setup by Kristen Proby Aferba. After a break. I love it. After it. Sorry, just thinking all over the place. It's all good. Hello. What are you reading? I think I added a new book to me from my library, X's and O's by Amy Lee. So now I really am everywhere. I love to see it. I think I had that one like as a Ned Gelly book a long time ago, but I never got to it. Hello, Claire. How are you? What are you reading? I can probably finish my book in an hour. Yeah, we're going to do one more sprint. So we're going to sprint at least until 12 PST. Read 10 pages. Sammy, what are you doing? How are you? I feel like I've seen you recently. I haven't really chit-chatted. How are you? What are you doing? What have you been up to? Heated up some breakfast. I'm doing a little hash brown and eggs moment. It's very tasty. I'll tell you that. The Passion of Dulce, it's a killer. I love it. I'm on chapter 6 of Queen of Teeth, and I'm loving it so far. Good. That one does sound interesting. 40% in and it's picking up, so should finish in the next one. Okay. You guys are killing it. I love it. I need to edit 6 more pages, and then I'll read more of Womb City by Tloto Tesamase. Yep. I tried it. I had leftover chicken Alfredo. One of my favorite things is eating pasta in the morning. You know? Now, the real question is, are you heating it up, Joe, or are you eating it cold? My leftovers are heated up. But, like, you know how pizza can be really good if it's cold the day after? I'll tell you. I've been thinking about Olive Garden for a few months now. Mm-mm-mm. I heat it up. I like my pasta steaming. I love to see it. Just got the dogs I'm watching trying to eat the couch. Like Sherman this morning, he was trying to tear up the couch, and I'm like, you haven't done this in a long time, so what's up, buddy? He's probably just getting antsy, to be fair. I probably had it like 2 months ago, because there's like a specific dish they have that I'm obsessed with, and it's got like chicken and shrimp. The noodles are really fine, and the sauce is like so good. I can never get over it. It's just so good. Leftover spaghetti, so we're all pasta people this morning. I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't know how much I read, but now I'm at page 85. Stunning. How much did I read? I'm on page 55. So, I can't do math. I was going to say 15%, but it's less than that because there's 350 pages. So I'm not quite at 15%. I'm a chicken parm girly. My dad loves that. Ate leftover spaghetti unread. I love to see it. That's part of the process, is heating it up. Yesterday we were talking about what we were ordering for Prime Day. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I do order things off of Amazon, especially if it's on sale. And the one thing that I ordered that was not book related is I got like this insert for our couch that basically goes because we have like a long L couch and we don't have a coffee table right now. So I got this insert that basically goes in between the seats and it's like a cup holder. So like I can just like put my drink right here and I don't have to like put it on the floor because like I said, we don't have a coffee table right now. I think I said coffee maker 2 seconds ago. Anyway, a coffee table right now. I am so excited to get this thing, y'all. Tell me why it was like over $100, but like it better be, or I'll send it back. But that's what I got for my Prime Day. I was like, I will be buying this because it's on super sale. I just added myself to 2 readathon discords, Draconathon and Chaos in the Enchanted Forest. How is it? Is this one dragons? The first one. My newest Goodreads goal is 1,700 books till December. So I'm 1,037 books in. Okay. You're reading a lot of books. You are very fast. I could never read that many books in a year. I don't even know how many books I've read this year. I really gotta update my Goodreads. That's what I'm thinking. My Goodreads, not doing a reading journal. It's very crazy. This year I was gonna try mood reading. I find that not having a plan is hard for me. Because then I just kind of do whatever. And like I get lost in doing whatever. You know what I mean? Like I gotta have a plan. So like once I finish one book, I know where to go next. I'm finding mood reading is hard for me. Very hard. I was trying to be relatable, I was trying to try it. I think I'm just a TBR girly, and that's okay. Finding things out about myself even in this day and age. I'm just so free, not worked since February. If you have the time, please read. I feel like that was like everyone in COVID, right? We all had times where we were like just reading so many books. It's very impressive. I'm 2 months behind on my reading journal because of the surgery. Yeah. I'm not trying to be hard on myself about this kind of stuff, but it irks me that I don't have my reading journal updated. I don't know where I am. I don't know where I am, what I'm doing, don't know what I'm reading. Someone's like, "What'd you read recently?" I'm like, "Finished a book 2 days ago. Can't tell you the name of it because I didn't write it down. I don't know." Anyway, I think in the next 6 months of the year, I think I'm gonna be better about that kind of stuff. So I can actually keep a tab on because I've tried this mood reading thing. I've tried to be willy-nilly. It's just not me. It's not me, babes. Can't do it. Michaela is reading while recovering. Okay. So don't get it twisted. Michaela is still reading. Just not updating the journal. A little spicy sriracha. Chef's kiss. Okay. This is how I feel too. It's just like the more I put it off, the more it grows. So I'm like, I need to just suck it up and do it. Story of my life. Suck it up and do it. I do too. I love a prompt. I love a game. Not necessarily this is a game, but like choosing the cards is kind of a game. It's fun. And then you kind of have like, a reason to read the thing. You have a reason to read the thing, to do the thing, And that's why we do readathons, guys. To get inspo and to read. Truly. Anywho. All right. I'm going to get us into a 40-minute sprint. It's 11:10 a.m. PST right now. We're gonna go until 11:50 a.m. PST. Okay. So we'll have a good 40-minute sprint. This will be our last one. So really put in your pages, guys. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start, and I will see you guys in a little bit. Hello, babes. Welcome back. That was our last sprint. Goodbye, Claire. Hope you have a good nap. Speaking of Team Pentacles, there she is, Miss America. Hello. Hope you're having a great work day. Got to 46% of Burned Promises by Willow Winters. We'll try to finish today. Thanks for the sprints. You're welcome, Amal. Good luck on your goal. Not that you really need luck because you're already slaying it, babes. You're already slaying it. Okay. I'll chit chat a little bit about the book that I'm reading. I'm not gonna, hold it up in the air. But Your Blood, My Bones. Interesting. I feel like the plot in the story for this one is YA in a way that, like, if it were an adult novel, we would have went really in deep into the world building and the lore. This one is reminding me of a book by Emily Tesh. I think it's Into the Woods. Hold on, let me see. I'm just saying the musical reference apparently. But this one is definitely, this family that we're centered around is like the guardian or the gatekeepers of a gateway, if you will. They're holding back a bunch of dark powers and like monsters and things that essentially, if the doors are opened, they'll take over the world and all chaos will reign, right? So that is the point of this family. They're supposed to be these gatekeepers. They're witches, Wiccans, and the daughter who this story centers around, she has no idea about any of this because she was not taught to be a gatekeeper. She wasn't taught to be a witch. She wasn't taught to be any of these. And so it's reminding me of Silver in the Wood. That's the Emily Tesh book that I was thinking of. It's part of the Green Hollow duology. That is a very short novella. But it is the same. It's like there's a watcher of the woods, right? And there's magic. And like the woods and the watcher, they're both tied together to protect this specific area, right? And so I'm liking it, but like I said, in the way that it's a YA, it's like scraping the surface of this. Whereas I feel like if it was, a little bit of a longer book, like a new adult, it would go really into like the lore of this place. And like, I feel like sometimes with YA, it can feel like you're fast forwarding through the storyline. And I feel like that is what's happening, but it's not necessarily enough that it's annoying me. You know what I mean? Like we're getting enough information. And yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm trying to figure out about the characters. I feel like one of these characters is not, what they seem. But I'm trying to be open-minded about it. Okay, so that's what's going on with my book. It's pretty good. I like the writing. So I feel like if I end up liking this one, I'll probably read The Whispering Dark, which is her other book. I think that's the adult book. I'm almost done, 95%. Good job, Joe. Killing it. Got to page 107. You read so much in that one, Michaela. So much more than me. That's for sure. But yeah, guys, so that's the update. That's what's going on. I am going to be wrapping up sprints now, but I'm so glad that, we all had a chance to, not a reminder on my computer. We all had a chance to come together for Tarot Readathon and do some reading. I'm going to try and jump on someone's sprints eventually at some point and show my face. I just feel like all the other sprints are always scheduled when I'm at work. So unfortunately, perhaps we'll do another morning sprint, in the next few weeks, and it'll just be us again, which is a-okay with me. But yeah, guys, so don't forget to pull your cards for the day so you can go ahead and go towards the hero trophy. And yeah, keep reading. Okay, we've got everything posted in the Discord as far as the schedule and whose sprints are going to be coming up next. So make sure to catch those. And of course, keep reading and doing your points and keeping up with that so you don't have to struggle at the end of the month. And also, you don't forget to tally your points and things like that. I did the math twice, but it didn't feel like I read that much. 24 pages, right? 25, something like that. That's pretty good. At least I made it to see your face for a second. Exactly. Exactly. I was like, as long as you're here for a second, it's all good, you know? You are so welcome. I'll see you guys on the internet, of course, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.